radio station.
It's the come up, baby.
Yo, we back at it again, man, for another episode of Keeping It Real on the Come Up. I have a special guest in the building with me today, man. This guy palm trees and everything, been living good and everything. Want to pull it up for something nice and all tonight. We're going to talk about it in a second. Man. Okay. Before I introduce him, y'all know I got to give my man a shout out, Country Rides. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with him, man. Go catch the hats, flip-flops, shirts, windbreakers, sweatsuits, women apparel, kid apparels. Everything you need, man, he has it, man. Rods coming soon. Make sure you go tap in at countryrodsapparelllc.com. Make sure you hit him up on Instagram, Facebook at Country Rods Apparel. Tap in with him, man. He got you, whatever size, man. Listen, big, tall, or small, man. He got you. So make sure y'all tap in with him, man. Country Rods Apparel. Tap in with my guy, man. But that being said, I have a young, inspiring, you know what I'm saying, big boy record label, you know what I mean, coming out of 99, 2000, you know what I'm saying, man, you know what I mean, Spartanburg, SC, Raised, man, Bread, man, a lot of artists that's connected with him, man, a lot of people that's connected with him in the industry, man. He's a big time name. You haven't heard of him, man. Make sure you listening to him right now. Give it up for my man Snook, y'all. Give it up for my man Snook. You know what I'm saying? SC's finest, man. SC's finest, man. Yeah, you need to bun it, man. Yeah. They need, man, yeah. So how you feeling today, bro?
Man, I feel fantastic, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be able to finally pull up. You know, I told you, like, I was like, bro, I just want to come and just shake your hand. You know what I'm saying? Because you showed me and the team a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Sincerely.
You know what I'm saying? Sincerely.
My
brother.
You know, so,
you know what I mean?
So, yeah, man. But, yeah, no, I'm beautiful. You know, it's a good weekend. It's a lot to celebrate, you know.
Shout out to all the mothers out there.
Yes, sir. I'm going to be honest. I'm glad that you said that. I wouldn't even think about the mothers. I would think about work, play, luck. But you know, hey, I love you, mama.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic, bro. Fantastic.
That's what's up, man. How I feel to be back in the humidity, man. On the East Coast. Well, down south.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I forgot how it was, because, you know, when you out west for a little while, you know, like, it's like, it's hot, but it's not humid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the temperature gets you, but it's really not that bad, you know. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I love home so much, bro. I'd take it any day.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I really would. You know, like my wife and my baby, you know, they like it out west. So, you know, I'll probably be out there to the end of my days.
Yeah.
I'll always be back and forth. So,
man, that's what's up, man. I'll go ask you, but you ain't coming back. You say you miss home, bro.
Yeah. Bad, bro, bad. Like, my grandma, man, like, I need that sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
You getting the Roscoe's over there?
Yeah. Well, you know, like, Roscoe's is okay, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not a fan of how they do their business. Like, if you go in with a party, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, everybody in this room, I would be like, hey, y'all, let's all go to Roscoe's. But they gonna say we only can split that ticket one way. So it's like, bro, like, it's 2023, bro. You telling me you can't give me 4 tickets if I need it?
See, I order separate.
Yeah. You just can't. Yeah, you can't separate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you only can pay it one way. They'll say, like, here go your one ticket, and one person got to pay it. So, like, you know, if you know, what I mean, it's like, I know you big baller, so you'll probably be like, I got it, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But if we was gonna be like, nah, bro, like, let's split this. You know what I'm saying? It's like we would have to all cash app you or something. You know what I mean?
Man, listen,
and for
bro.
that reason, I don't like how they do stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they food alright.
Yeah, so being out of LA, ain't no soul food out there. Ain't no real soul food.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's some spots. It's some mom and pop spots. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna find like no, you know, like no big, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I don't, like,
you ain't find no slab out there.
Yeah, nah, like, the best thing I would probably say is they got one Cracker Barrel out there, and that's just a lie, because I ain't saying that's like, you know, you know what I'm saying? But what's considered Southern cooking? That's probably the best.
So you be Whataburger and all that out there and everything, man. Well,
I ain't had it, so I ain't gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't either.
I ain't gonna say nothing, you know. So.
Yeah, man. But, man, let's talk about winter97. Let's talk about Snook, man.
Yes,
so let's
okay.
I know you SC Ray, so let's talk about where you from, man, what you about, what you got going on.
So believe it or not, I was born in Greenville.
Oh,
born in Greenville.
So
yeah.
okay.
Spent my early years, you know, up to about 3rd grade here, but I moved to Spartanburg in 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I will definitely say, like, I'm from Spartanburg because, you know, I did most of my growing there. You know what I'm saying? You know,
yeah.
First girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the real experiences.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. You know, I in high school bumped into Days on 85, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely my longest friend, probably like 15, 16 years of friendship, you know?
That's
And
dope.
it's crazy how it started because he was like, hey, bro, like, you know, you ever rap before? And I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't never rap, bro. And he was like, well, just come in here, just try. You know what I'm saying? Just try something. So I'm like, all right. So we did this record, my first record ever. It was called The Boy Got Dollaz. And it had, it was me, it was Days on 85, and Doc D, right?
Shout out to my man Doc.
Shout out to Doc D, you know. So, and you know, like, he was like, hey, bro, like, you kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just rock with me. So, you know, he took me under his wing, taught me a lot of stuff about writing and everything. So I started off rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for the early years, which I'm, you know, ashamed to say. Like, I don't want anybody to hear those things.
So it went good?
I mean, like, in my opinion, looking back on it, hindsight, you know, when I look at, like, people that's rapping now, I feel like it's not fair to call myself a rapper because there's people that really, like, take that craft serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, you know, like the, you know what I'm saying, the docs, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the wordplay looks, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the chemos. I'm talking about the Rick the Rulers, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, these cats, they really be rapping.
They invest into
I
their
would
craft.
not put what I did up against what they be doing, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I tried, man. I got my feet wet, but that really kind of landed me into songwriting, you know what I'm saying? So I started songwriting from there, and that's really where I learned a whole lot about the business, you know, because, you know, me, myself, Days on 85, you know, Frankie Zombie, you know, Nobu Sounds, we all moved out to California together, which is how I'm still there.
Yeah.
And, you know, just learned about the big, you know, we was in and out of studios all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we was in, you know, Compound, which was Neo's studio, you know what I'm saying? We was in there with Jeremih. We was in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was meeting with Ryan Press, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So we was, you know, it was a lot of lessons that learned. And so that's why when it came time to talk about, you know what, there's a lot of talent back home, but it just lacks some of the structure. We understood it because we had been there, you know what I'm saying? We had gone through the pain of, like, you know, having deals put on the table but having to reject it because it just wasn't right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, listen, like $50,000 is like, it's a lot of money, but when you got to break it down a certain way, you got to start looking at it different, you know what I'm saying? If we all walk away with 12.5 and then you got to take taxes out of it, it's like, bruh, I don't know if 2 years is worth this.
Yeah, well, we got to go to McDonald's for some burgers right quick for that.
For
That's
real.
12,000.
Like,
That's low minimum wage.
And it would really be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a little situation over here with, you know, whoever, but you still got a little, you know, hey, bro, I can't come to the studio tonight to write for whoever because I got to clock in this shift, you know?
Yeah.
It could really be like that, you know?
So you say y'all got to LA. So let's talk about the journey to getting out there. So going back on it, how was the initiation process of getting out of LA?
Yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah, so shout out Eddie Blackman, right? Back in this time, it's probably like 2010, 2011, where I'm just on my email game like crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is Twitter was like, you know, popping, going crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm on Twitter, you know, so I'm just searching for people all day. I'm like, all right, bro, like I gotta find people because I'm like, I believe in like what we're creating, but it ain't gonna do us no good if I don't get it to somebody to hear it, you know, to do something about it. So I come across this person, Eddie Blackman, you know, he's John Legend's role manager, right?
Yeah.
So I email him, he hits back, he's like, hey, yo, like this is dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, where y'all from? I'm like, we're from South Carolina. So he was like, word, I'm gonna be in Atlanta this weekend, pull up. Like, okay, cool. So at the time, I'm working at BMW, bro. I'm getting that BMW money, young boy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I ain't got no points, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't afford to go down to Atlanta, but you know what, man? I'm gonna take a chance because I really believe it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, we went down to Atlanta, bro, and you know, we pull up, and you know, we meet Eddie. You know what I'm saying? He's showing us love. We go to Patchwork down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he had a session with Stacey Barth. You know what I'm saying? Phenomenal songwriter. And so she was meeting with Missy Elliott. So we get to meet Stacey Barth, right? And we sit down, we playing music, and then in walks Missy Elliott. And it's like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, bro, I ain't never seen Missy Elliott, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, so yeah, man, like, and from there, we was like, okay, you know what, like, dude, this is the real deal. Because, you know, if you had us come through the studio to meet you, and this is what you facilitate with who you working with, obviously, you know what I'm saying, we need to rock with Buddy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's really how that happened. Because about 6 months later, he was like, listen, you know, y'all be in South Carolina, that's cool. But he's like, I need to get y'all out to LA because I can move y'all around better. You know what I'm saying? And so from there, we was like, all right, then cool. So we set a date. That phone call was like July 24th. We got off the phone with him, and we just said, October 10th, we doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, October 10th, like, I'm talking about, like, bro, Days on 85, he bought a one-way ticket. You know what I'm saying? Before he even had a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So, and yeah, bro, like, that's just how I did, man. Like, we went out there, and, you know what I'm saying, just risked it, and, you know, got out there, you know, moved around. It was cool, you know?
So going out there, have you benefited a lot from it?
I would say yes, you know what I'm saying? And what I've had to learn, too, over the years is that a lot of the a lot of the opportunities don't necessarily have to have finances attached to it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
A lot of the knowledge and wisdom that I done got is really, really worth that to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've benefited a whole lot, whole lot.
Now going back, I know we was talking, and you was saying that the culture, what do you think here in SC as being a record, label owner?
Yeah.
How do you feel about what we need to do is to bring up the the music scene here as far as music and media? Sure. So what are your points on that?
For sure. So for starters, right, the number one thing that drew me back was because I know how much talent is here. First of all, we got it. You know what I'm saying? When I think about it, it's tough to say because I've heard a lot of things that I agree with, but there's other things that I don't, right? I've heard that, it's going to take somebody, being propped to the top, if you will, right? Yeah. It's going to take us championing someone, if you will, to be able to draw attention to like, hey, look at us type of thing, right? Yeah. Which I don't think is a bad approach, but also I don't think it's realistic because how do you expect everybody else who's talented to just stop what they're doing to focus on one person? You know what I'm saying? That's not real. So, it's tough to say, man, but what I will say is when the opportunity comes, it's going to take somebody who's selfless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to take somebody who loves where they from enough to be like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the city. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me. It's so many other talented people like me to be able to just take a little bit of a scope and put it on. You know what I'm saying? The city, you know what I mean? I think it's going to take that. You know what I'm saying? If you get somebody who make it out of here who, just, they just in it for me, my, and I, then it's going to take, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real.
It's going to be the same.
That's real. Yeah.
It's going to take somebody to be like, all right, y'all, come on.
Yeah.
Let's get on. Everybody on. Yeah.
It's going to take that selfless attitude. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, man, what got you into management?
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you what, man. So, as I mentioned, right, recognizing the talent, right, Days on 85 and I have played with the name winter97 for years, bro. I was looking on my Instagram, and I think I got a photo that I posted back in, 2010, and the caption is just winter97. We in the studio, and I was like, "Dad, that's crazy." You know what I'm saying? Because we really didn't form until 2020. So
let me ask, was somebody born in winter97?
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, peep game. Yeah. As far as even the name, right? So for me, right, and for Days as well, right? You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, well, let me ask you this. I like to focus on the year and seasons, right? Break it up in quarters, right?
Yeah.
Now, aside from my birthday being in December, right? I'm a December baby.
Me too.
Word, my man. So what I'm about to say probably finna connect. People game. If you had to think about a season where you can just swag up the best, bro, what season do you feel like it is?
Well, it might be on 97, bud.
It's winter. I'm gonna tell you why. When it's cold outside, you can layer up. Mm-hmm. If you really know how to dress, you really know how to swag, you can layer up in them winters, bro. Yeah. I don't care what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the winter season has always just been preferred by us, right? Yeah. So that's how that started. Yeah. And then when we go back to the year 97, first of all, I remember my 7th birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like I was born in 90, you know what I'm saying? So me too. That, yeah, you feel me? Bruh. Respect. I gotta give it to you. That's crazy, my boy. So I remember my 7th birthday, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I had a great, upbringing. And then 97 was a great year just for the culture and just music, everything, right? Mm-hmm. So it just made sense. And two, when we said it, it had a ring to it. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I've joked with friends before about, bro, fall 96 don't quite hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, summer 98 I ain't rocking with, but winter 97, I don't know. It's the right amount of syllables. It feel good. So that's just how the name came. But yeah, man, like I was seeking, people who I felt like I believed in what they did. You know what I'm saying? So therefore I could go to bat for them because that's my number one thing. Like I gotta believe in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say, bro, in the process of me doing it, like I'm just thinking back to like people who I really appreciate. You know what I'm saying? People who really are like doing it at a high level. And I'm like, bro, like some people out here, they have people that reach out to them and say, hey, you're going to be my manager. I haven't felt that. Yeah. I haven't got to feel that. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you who has, man. My man Money Mo got to feel that. We're going to clap it up. Money Mo, he's going to bring you on the stage. We're going to bring you on right now. We're going to bring Money Mo on.
What's going on?
You know
what I mean? Look at him coming in
strong. This is
the
great
shack
friend.
for the upstate, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Slam dunking on.
This is a great friend. This is a respectable individual, who I have many conversations with.
Absolutely. Just an old man doing his thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Trying to make a living,
that's a slogan. So Mo, man.
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
I don't know, man. Y'all got me on camera finally.
Yeah, bro. We've been trying to get this thing together,
I didn't
dog.
want to do it, but nonetheless, for y'all, I got you.
Yeah.
know what
Well,
I'm
hey,
saying?
look,
What's
man,
good?
we're glad to have you here, man. It's like getting Jay-Z on camera, man. It's hard, bro.
That gotta stop. That gotta stop. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead. Keep going. You don't gotta stop.
Oh, you want flowers today, bro? Okay.
we not. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Glad to have you here.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Man, so talk to us, man. Let these people know who Mo is. Who's the guy behind a lot of the stuff going on,
You know
man?
what's crazy,
we got
man?
enough tape for this.
I get asked that a lot, man. What I typically say is, I wear many hats. It just depends on the outfit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been in situations where I held the light for Adam Black.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in situations to where we got a group of managers and we're trying to problem solve. You know what I'm saying? Consultant. I'm a writer as well. Naturally, a director and a producer, project manager, consultant. So it's a number of things that I do. It just all depends on what you need me to do.
What you enjoy the most?
Talking. Believe it or not, I
Talking.
enjoy talking. I enjoy having conversation of substance because there's no telling what your experiences can add to mine to where we can further each other.
Hey, that's a nice,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
nice way of saying it, man. Look at that
Absolutely.
way, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you said talking is your thing, podcast. So I'm guessing, how's that been going?
I tried the podcast thing a few years back. I think it might have been about 5 years ago, and it was fun, right? But for me, for the conversation, I have 0 to 100. There's no middle for me. It's 0 to 100. That's it. So if I'm in it, I want to compete. Like, I'm not competing with local talents, God bless them. I want to compete with majors because I believe my conversation is just as substantial and necessary and or entertaining as theirs. So until I'm able to figure out how to compete with the Ellen DeGenereses, who's no longer on air, granted, but the Joe Buttons of the world, the Joe Rogans,
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out until then. But until then, you know, what I mean, we'll entertain private conversations.
Okay. So you gonna entertain private conversations?
Absolutely.
So Snook, how you feel about having a man on here today, man?
Man, listen, I'm gonna let you know, man. I was telling him the other day, like, you know, it's funny because literally, I kid you not, money can hit me 6 a.m. We'll have an hour
Absolutely.
conversation, like
Absolutely.
serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it can be about anything on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? We can
Right.
just talk about life. Or we could talk about, you know, saying music. You know, what I'm saying we can talk about business, or we can talk about cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so you know, it's
Absolutely.
you know, it's like some people are just you know, they're irreplaceable. You know what I'm saying? For real, seriously. That's the best way.
Mo, you definitely a gem.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I
Definitely
appreciate
a
it.
gem,
Most
man.
definitely. Most definitely,
I
bro.
appreciate it.
So what's going on as far as working, man? What you got coming out, man? Put these people on game. Mo, you outside now. So what's going on?
It's a number of things. Right now, we're growing our indie. What do we call it? An indie media group. It's called the Faculty.
Shout out to the Faculty.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the
I'm
Faculty.
1/3 of it. Shout out to Big Kev, the Maestro, my man Sean, unofficial board member of hip hop, and we are the Faculty. So right now we're in the midst of growing that. So it was a conversation actually I had with Snook, and I don't know if we were kidding or we were just having a lighthearted conversation. And you said, "Yo, this can be an app. This can be like a network or something of that nature." And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then literally we was having a conversation. It was chemo weekend when he was doing the Tiny Dip.
Bruh.
And the conversation, well, we ain't gonna talk about the conversation, but nonetheless, it led us right back to what he said months prior.
Yeah.
So then I'm sitting down on it like, yo, he might, you know what I'm saying, well, man, might be right. Then having a conversation with you, Mel, you, Bellamy, Rick, Luck,
Yeah.
Black, he'll call him bully me. He's like the only, him and his wife are like the only people that can bully me. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, what are you waiting on? So when I look at the Faculty, I look at it no different than a Say Cheese. No different than these other media blog that has this traction. Again, there's substance there. There's a void in the indie market. You know what I'm saying? What a lot of platforms like to do, indie platforms, is they focus on the mainstream, which is cool. Get your traction going on. But they have all the coverage that they need. It's the indie artists that need
the coverage, yeah.
So when you look at the Faculty, we check off a lot of boxes. You need an article written? That's easy. I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all tune in. Y'all better catch this right here. You heard me saying.
You need an interview? It's easy. I talk all day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that we have people in the Faculty that are in the industry. I won't say their names, but we have Empire representatives in there. We have QC representatives in there. We have all these people. I mean, we have Rock Nation representatives in there, actually. Again, I'm not going to say their names because now you're going to start adding them.
Right.
So with that being said, that's one of the focuses right now. We're actually introducing, I guess you would say TV to a degree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And actually Mel is in it. He's sitting here like he don't know. As soon as we leave this interview, we got to go film at 9 o'clock. So.
Hey, shout out to Mo, y'all. Like I tell him all the time, man. Hey, look, he called. I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm out there.
Yes, sir. So it's just a number of things that we're doing to grow that. That's hip hop is my love, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be a radio personality. Had a few opportunities, a couple opportunities didn't work out, so I said, forget it. I mean, it's 2023, man. You create your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got
to. That's where we at.
Especially being here at SC, well, we don't have the media like that, so being able to get hold of that while everybody gaining traction, I think it's a beautiful time to do it, man.
Absolutely. Even
So-
the media, it's overlooked because there's so many people that do it.
Yeah.
Like I have this thing on the faculty when I said the media is just as important as the music.
It is.
Because without the music, I can talk all day anyway about
Facts.
whatever.
Yeah.
Facts.
So the media is just as important.
Yeah.
So that's the whole emphasis.
And we got plenty of artists to talk about around here, so
Absolutely.
it's enough artists to go
Absolutely.
around. We talk for years.
Absolutely.
But why do you think, in your opinion, people do tend to overlook it? You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, like, you know, if the media gets over, because you're right, I agree with you 100%.
Right.
Why do you think that?
I don't believe that they educated themselves enough to find out how important the media is.
So, Money, tell me, though, why do you think that media tends to get overlooked by the artists, though? Like, why don't they understand how important it is, you know?
One, I'm not too sure if they got good communication skills.
Okay. Okay.
That's
okay.
number one. Number two, why it doesn't, right now we're in the podcast era, so there's a lot of podcasters that are more important and more popular than the actual artists.
Okay.
So now
That's
they're
true.
just starting to see the value of it. But it's not one of those things to where people feel comfortable outside the element. Artists are typically comfortable in the booth. So now when you're getting them to actually expound on what they said in the booth,
Right.
and then there's a camera there recording,
Yeah.
now you got to see me.
Yeah.
Before you just hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. I think
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't feel like, it's like eating your vegetables. I know I need to, but I don't want to eat my vegetables.
Yeah.
Just give me, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
one of the things.
Let me, so you know, if I can, because I'm going to tell you, I saw early, you know,
It's a
Lil
nice
Baby.
watch you got on. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, to get that in there.
Nice watch you got on.
So, I can't even get my voice right. You know how your voice be shaky? You trying to get it back? You trying to get it back? I couldn't get it back.
Hey, you said he want to watch it. You know he gonna call you out. You should put on your right wrist.
What's going on, man?
So, all right. So I was watching early Lil Baby interviews, right? And you know, it's like as talented as he was, like if that personality wasn't there, right? But then I'm gonna tell you what, his most recent Breakfast Club interview, right? It was so much more, and this was after his documentary came out and stuff.
Absolutely.
So, and
Absolutely.
using him as an example, do you think that's a prime example of when the artist grows to learn the importance of media, and then you naturally see the progression in?
Absolutely,
Okay,
because I
okay.
think they're starting to understand that we got a 1 through 5. Music is not number one. Music is at the ass in the 3, top of 4. So if you was to tell me, if I told you I got an album coming out Friday, am I wowing anybody? No, you're not. So for the fact of the matter is, there's other. It's branding. I got to be able. Can I see your face on that next Old Spice commercial? Can you get a cameo in Power? So it's one of those things. Can you articulate yourself? Do you have a personality?
That's real.
Because if you don't have
That's
a
real.
personality, you're not really. You understand what I'm saying?
This is real. This is
because
real.
that space of
This
a
is real.
rapper is being very much watered down. I appreciate it, but nonetheless, what else can you do?
This is real.
I think people like the Baby definitely checks off the boxes. Like this dude got a personality. As much as they're trying to cancel him, and I said just last night, he's gonna have to take the little Boosie route.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of curate his ecosystem that he created, and then just go from there and be a personality.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
that money
right.
coming in.
Right.
So
right.
I think that's one of the things as well.
I can feel it, man.
That's
I can feel
That's a
it.
dope way of doing
Yeah.
it. So you think as artists, they need to be all over the place, not just in the booth.
You gotta be. If you cannot be used, then you're useless. You gotta be utilized. I gotta be able to. It's no different than your job. If you cannot come to work and make these parts for BMW, whatever, I gotta fire you. I need a body there to get the work done. So it's just one of those things. If you cannot be used, you're useless. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes,
that's
sir.
really what it boils down to.
That's real.
So how do you feel about with videographers? 'Cause that's one of the hard. I feel like that's part of the hardest thing to find. In
But
the
you know
music,
what? That's the most key. That's the key element. You
gotta have it.
everything.
You gotta
can
have
be
it.
mad talented, but if you don't have you a videographer to showcase that talent, I don't care if you're rapping. I don't care if you're baking. I don't care if you make clothes.
You need an Adam Black.
You know what I'm saying?
You need somebody that can document everything you got going on.
need it. You know what I'm saying? And take everything and don't overlook those moments because we don't know what those moments are going to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make sure you document everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm about to start a kitten kennel. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start a kitten kennel. And so I'm gonna need Adam Black to help me with that. You know how cute kittens are on Instagram and stuff, man? So, you know what I mean? Like, like Snook over here laughing, but
But I don't see you with no kittens
Yeah,
on, bro.
no,
I'm trying to figure out.
but I'm on the kennel. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be like someone like Tweety Bird Grandma running it type. You know what I'm saying? You want one?
My daughter
can
might.
we can ship it over
My
there,
daughter
man.
might. I might get one for my baby.
Yeah.
Anything to support my
You got
guy.
a dog, man. I might rock with you, but I don't think about no cats.
Yeah,
I might put them in the
German
backyard or
kitten is
something.
alright. A German kitten is alright.
The brand. Wow.
Yeah, for real. Alright. Wait till y'all see the memes. Wait till y'all see the memes and those get well cards with the kitten on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, then you can be like, yo, Mo.
He was on. Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Hey,
You doing calendars?
Yeah, yo, dude, I didn't color in the lines in school. I'm telling you, I
He was
think
all
the way
out.
there.
That's crazy.
hey,
So
you
so
be the George Formula kittens, bro. You know?
Yeah, you
Hey.
just never know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always hate
Okay.
them going outside the box.
Might graduate to Tigers. You just never know. You know?
I ain't gonna lie. If you get you the Jaguar, if you got them Jags, let me know.
I got you.
I'll get a Jag.
you.
But I need him from like as a baby, so he can remember who in charge because they get kind of sizable.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. I need him.
So Snook, man.
Yes, sir.
Winter97, man, the label. I know you got a lot of artists. I know
Yes.
you got a lot of people that sign. Let's talk about it, man. Let's start, ladies first. Let's start with Swank.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Swank.
Shout
She
out
been
Swank.
on here. She did
Swank.
Swank. That's what
Let
dog,
that man at 12 by 2 o'clock. You want to move with me? Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I had to realize like how wild she is on Mars. I'm like,
Yeah.
Always want to fight.
yeah.
And always want to
Yeah.
fight. I'm like, yo, I seen it. I'm thinking that, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, you respectfully, you kind of lighten the ass.
Yeah.
You always want to get busy. But I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I respect you.
I respect it though.
yeah,
Yeah. Her reach long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Swank.
But yeah, shout out to Swank, man. Finding Swank is out right now.
All platforms.
That was absolutely. That was a very, very major opportunity that fell in my lap. You know what I'm saying? Conveniently, she was at a place in her career where she needed representation. And what I didn't know too is that so many female artists deal with like these wild, engineers doing such shady stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stories that she done told me. I've got other female artists that have told me like just what they go through just to be able to go to the studio and record. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So she was at that point to where she needed insulation. You know what I'm saying? She needed that wall to be able to block out the BS.
Yeah.
And it was a conversation to where her expectations and ours matched up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so everything panned out well. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, that's how that fell. Yeah, like
So
I said,
she
shout out.
came in, did her thing.
She
and
did,
got
you know
it,
what I'm saying?
got
Came in right away, and the thing that I love so much is that we were immediately able to start bringing value to her, because prior to that, she had a lot of singles out. She was buzzing, but she didn't have a real body of work. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say, don't quote me on it, but maybe like a couple months. No, I'll take it back. We went live towards the end of the year. So I'm going to say within a year, though, we came out with Mood Tape Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? And then within a year from that, back to back, came out with Find the Swank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, right now we just got to put more visuals out. You know what I'm saying? We need more people to see her. You know what I'm saying? But she's getting that look, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
getting that look. There's 2 tapes. You know what I'm saying? She got to keep.
She
the
getting
main
that
thing
look.
about it is keep working.
She
Like,
is, yeah, absolutely.
Keep
Definitely
working.
a social media sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like, I can
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
see a Swank Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
you can literally see that. So
Yeah, coming soon though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely.
But see, that's that brand. That's why. Listen, we're hiring him as our consultant. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
The marketing consultant.
You got different hats. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying? Put that hat out, the
absolutely.
consultant
He's just
hat.
gonna be in that department. winter97 marketing. Maybe you'll think about it.
Yeah,
You'll think about it. Okay, all
Man,
right,
you
all
can
right.
do that on camera. Oh wow.
Yeah.
You can do it on camera.
No, so Swain,
Yeah.
chemo.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chemo, man. Flowers is out right now. I'm gonna tell you, man. Chemo is probably the hardest working, most self-sufficient individual I know. You know what I'm saying? The thing that's unique about Keem, and I'm even having to adapt to it, is that Keem don't need you. He don't need you. You know what I'm saying? It's like he wants you because it benefits him, but he gonna go and get it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like he's so driven, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I look at the what was it the tiny bus, you know what I'm saying? Like, performance that he just did recently, like, he came to me with it and I'm like, dad, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a whole lot that, when I think about how a lot of people move, and and even Money has said this to me before too, when you talk about a lot of the people in Greenville that like have that name, Chemo's one of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So again, another major blessing that fell in the lap. It was a phone call. Him and Days have a very, very good relationship. Season 4 came out. Streaming. And from there, it's just the relationship began building with us. And he saw what we was building, and again, he did. It was a conversation. The expectations lined up beautifully. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So shout out to Chemo.
Yes, sir. Shout out
Tiny
to
Bus.
Chemo.
You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. Definitely got a
Absolutely.
name for itself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Days. Let's get to it.
Man, listen, again, as I said, probably my oldest friend. We got the most time, man. I'm gonna tell you, he's a jack of all trades, right? You know what I'm saying? He's that Swiss Army knife because he can do anything. I don't care what session he's in, he can put any hat on, right? If he comes in and you just need him to vocal produce, he's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If he comes in and you need him to just produce the beat, he gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If you need him executive produce a project, he's got the type of relationships and people he can pull on to where he gonna give you like a a orchestra curate. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's got bass players and the, you know what I'm saying? He got jazz people. If you want a saxophone, he got somebody to call for. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, his artistry. Like I said, Days on 85. Right now he got so many, man. I'm telling you, I wish you knew how much you mean to me. Lonely in Paris. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many, man. First day of winter. So yeah.
I'm about to say to this day he one of the biggest producers I done met in person as far as like got a lot of reach as far as
for sure. And two, I'm gonna say this too, the most humble as well.
Yeah, for
most humble, like for sure. Like when I think about everything that I know that he's done and what he don't speak on, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, he could really pop his stuff if he want to, you know what I'm saying? And like, he's just the most humble dude, probably the most approachable person I think on the team. You know what I'm saying? 100%. So
and last but not least,
absolutely,
my man Luck.
the man of the hour, man. You know what I'm saying? This weekend is about him. Shout out to Wordplay Luck. The new project is on the way. Of course, some days are lucky, perfect villain. But this new project is coming out on the 18th. The good, the bad, and the lucky. And it's connected to a short feature film. Shot by Adam Black. Days on 85, Black Days, we got the screening, the premiere tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's a premiere / listening party. You know what I'm saying? We're super thrilled, man. Luck was one of those ones that, I know I keep saying it, man, but it's like I get these blessings that fall in my lap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Days took it upon himself to where he said, I'm going to do something I haven't done before, and I'm going to take, an artist, who I have a relationship, who means something to me, under my wing, because Luck had been, he had been, kind of on the outs for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? COVID hit, it did something to his family, and he sat down for a little while. But it's like when you got it in you, bro, it's like you can't, it's in you,
Yeah.
So yeah, man, he took him under his wing, man. That some days are lucky, and here we are, 3 projects later, man, in a year.
Man.
In a year, like I said, they don't know how to rest, bro. They won't listen to me.
Hey man, that's good though. You got team emotion like that.
sure.
They have them artists, a lot of artists like that in emotion.
For sure, yeah.
And then you got your videographer, man. You got then you on one side, then one side, so they have that coordination, and you're not even here.
Listen,
some of them don't even have that emotion, and we here.
Yeah. No,
so
listen,
I think it's a blessing to have all of it, man. And everybody's working, everybody's putting projects out.
It's a major thing, man. Like I said, it makes the job super easy. You know what I'm saying? For when you have people that want it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many conversations that Bree and I gotta have to where it's like, hey, this is a problem over here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
and you got an administrative side on. A lot of these artists, so just to have that. So yeah.
100%, man. 100%.
That's dope. That's dope. So man, I know y'all fellas been rocking with me for a little second in here, man.
Yes, sir.
And before we get up out of here, man, I ask everybody, usually every artist, you know what I'm saying? So, but If y'all can drop a freestyle for me right quick, y'all mind?
Okay, all right. Hey,
Nah,
yo, let me talk to him.
Right?
You wildin' right now.
Right?
You wildin'.
Yo, matter of fact, let's go to the footage right now. Let's go to the YouTube link right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's out there. It's out there. Oh man,
I got it.
I gotta scrub this
got
before they come out. No, but, yeah.
Nah, man, but you know, if y'all don't mind, man.
Nah, hold on, but it's on me though. I feel it. Hey, yo, check it. The hat on the table.
Right.
Horses in the
Boy, they gonna
stable.
fire you up, boy. They gonna fire you up.
Hat on the table.
They go together.
Horses in the stable. I don't want to kill my brother. I ain't Cain and Abel.
Bars.
Boys.
Brr, brr, brr.
Hey, listen, man. Did it?
Bang, bang.
DeMarco. All right, but my bad. Talk to me.
Nah, man, you good, but we having fun in here, man. Look, that's what it's about, though. But, man, listen. Minute of motivation, man. I ask everybody, man, y'all give these people some motivation. There might be another Snook out there, man, tonight. Might need to hear this. Might be another Mo that's coming up. Might need to hear this, man.
Of course.
Hell, it might be me, but I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But,
Of course.
you know, if y'all guys don't mind dropping a minute of motivation, man, just motivate the people out there, man. That'd be lovely.
I'd say do the work, run your race, and most importantly, have fun in the process, man. That's the best I can come up with for right now. Do the work. There's so many people that want things, and it's fine, but are you okay with doing the work that it takes to do it?
That's
to
real.
Get it.
That's real.
And when I mean by run your race, don't worry about what Mel's doing. That's what Mel's doing. Don't worry about what Mo's doing. Run your race. You understand what I'm saying? And ultimately, you got to have fun. Because if you're not having fun, how enthused are you going to be at it?
Yeah.
Like there's days you don't go to work because it's not fun.
That's real.
You understand
That's
what I'm saying?
real.
Like I don't know if y'all know, but Mondays is the day that has the highest rated. It's the day with the highest rate of heart attacks.
Oh wow.
Because people coming out the weekend, they don't want to go to their job. They're not having fun. Am I gonna get the best out of you if you're not having fun? No, you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, do the work, run your race, and have fun, man. Life's too short.
That's word.
Yeah, do
That's
it
word,
for
man.
it.
That's
Yeah.
word.
Do the work and have
The
fun.
only thing I'd probably say is, man, trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trust yourself. I know what it feels like to be looking like, dag, we know I want to do this or I want to try this, but I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, like take the chance, take the risk. You know what I'm saying? Try it. You know what I mean? And I'm saying this from different fronts. Like I said, not just winter97, but you know, I've got a vending machine operation. You know what I'm saying? I put free vending machines in qualifying businesses. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It took me a year to do the research I needed to do to make sure that I wasn't going to bite off too much. You know, but it's like just do like Money said, do the work, but it's like, but trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Try it, take the risk. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know what's on the other side of it. You know?
Yeah.
So absolutely, bro.
Man, well, listen. I appreciate them words of wisdom from you fellas. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, where they can find y'all at?
Oh man, mine is quite simple. It's at Snook SNOOKW97. SNOOKW97.
And that's on all platforms?
Yes, sir. That's, yeah. I'm really only on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing. I guess I need to change that.
Yeah, me and you both. Me and you both.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing too I would say is winter97.com.
winter97.com.
Yeah, winter97.com. That's winter spelled like the season and 97 the number. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, money.
Yeah. You can find me at The Faculty, right? The Faculty Hip Hop Department's on Facebook, but we're actually about to venture off to Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, like I mentioned earlier, we're about to go shoot a web series right now. So check us out there. You can find me on Instagram, Just My 3 Cents Editorials, JUSTMY, just my number 3 cents CENTS Editorials. All right.
And make sure y'all tap in. These are some of the two most important people of the upstate. So if you're looking at this, man, go find their Instagram, blow the DMs up. No, don't blow the DMs up, man. But look, reach out to them, man, for some advice. They're not going to bite you, man. They're not going to cut you out, man. Hit them up. You can find me at Keeping It Real on the Come Up on IG. Come Up Radio Station on IG. Come Up Radio Station on Facebook. I say it every week. We got a TikTok coming soon. It's coming soon. You know what I mean? Also, y'all go make sure y'all get that Country Rods apparel at countryrodsapparel.com. Tap in with my man Tyrus. He got everything for you. And with that being said, y'all, before we get up out of here, and also make sure you download the Come Up Radio Station
Yes,
app,
sir.
man. We
Yes,
have
sir.
24/7 music. So if you're an artist and you got family members out there, go put them on so they can hear your song.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That rhyme too. But with that being said, man, y'all keep it tight, man. Y'all keep it locked in with us, man. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Got me a bag, yeah, I need a leg, yeah, we bout to turn up. Hot as shit in the city, I'm fucking with it, yeah, we bout to burn up. Wanna show a feature, we sell out the bitches, so please get your funds up. We bout to